Walter Plecker, he committed what you call paper genocide, right? Mm-hmm. I look at my own records and I see that my ancestors started off being colored, right? Then Negro, and then gradually these same people on different censuses turn into black, right? And then their
I
descendants
just had
become
a conversation with my grandmother the other day about this same exact topic. Crazy. Fuck out of here, bitch.
an ethnicity or whatever, so you can have legal protections.
exactly.
But if you strip it all the way down, the Native Americans were originally, quote unquote, black. The Mexicans were originally, quote unquote,
Right.
black.
Right.
The Cubans, the Haitians, the everything.
Right.
No matter
Everybody's
the Indians.
Right.
Well, when you say Indian, you talking about Native American? No, I'm talking about India, from indigo,
Right.
which means purple.
The Australians.
Australians. We already know. Everybody knows that the whole world was black.
Yeah, the fuckery is Darwinism. That's where they switched everything up and scientifically gave us this bullshit that everybody's fighting for now.
Classifications.
Yeah, that's it. Social Darwinism.
That's what social Darwinism. I love it. Let me just do that really quick. Put this up for me. You see, I'm promoting this grown folks business. I want everybody there. If you're in the Los Angeles area, I want everybody there. 1322 North La Brea Avenue, Inglewood, California. Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Everybody come through. This is a relationship roundtable as well as a fundraiser for Altadena and Pasadena. It says collecting donations for wildfire survivors. Hygiene items needed. So the sister, Michelle White, she took me into the church where they had all of their storage stuff.
Right.
And I saw things that I didn't even put my mind to. Like there's tampons, diapers.
Things you don't consider.
Things you don't consider, right? Just paper towels. And then they had a whole bathroom segment that had toothpaste, toothbrushes, soap, face towels, body towels, everything that was needed. And then she took me to the closet. She called it the closet. Clothes, new clothes, shoes, jackets, drawers, everything. Right. So I was just really excited to see that. Her son is in the military. He's helping her run it. He's in the Air Force, smart guy. So we have a reputable group with us. I also want to promote Poets nonprofit organization, who's also taking in donations and support. A lot of people are out here putting in work. What I found in Pasadena, Altadena, is that there's somebody on every corner giving away
That's what I've been seeing in here.
And like the community has kind of rallied around all of this.
Right. And those of us who've moved out of Dena
have come back in droves.
Right.
Like when I went to
as you should
church, man, I was running into it's like a fucking school reunion. You see
right.
That, oh shit, Zoe. Can I call you Zoe? Because you know I know
no, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm on the radio. He's like, Zoe, somebody's on the phone said, you whoop-de-whoop from PHS.
Right.
Said, yes, that's me.
From PHS.
From PHS.
It was a high school time.
It's beautiful.
Right.
I love it. It's like a whole, you know what I'm saying, like homecoming type situation. Do you have Poets
Century 21 Rehabilitation Services Incorporated?
I want people to support Poets event, and not his event, but his endeavor to help his hometown as well. I remember when your dad was a genius.
Oh, thank you, sir.
People don't know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, he was.
This dude's dad created Century 21, and the real estate company that we all know and love sued him.
No, they didn't sue him. No, they basically...
They prevented him from using Century 21?
No, sir. What they did is, see, we're a Century, it's like McDonald's, right? For real. It's crazy as hell. We're Century 21 Rehabilitation Services.
Right.
It's spelled out 21.
Right.
I laugh every time I say this shit, right? Theirs is the 2-1, and ours is the 21, right? Now, he was dealing with some real estate people. I believe it was from Caldwell Banker back in the day. And as a nonprofit endeavor, they were doing some real estate, right?
Right.
And as it turns out, they wanted to take the name, right? So they ran with it.
Your father created the name first.
Right, he incorporated it.
Right.
So to this date, if I'm not mistaken, and I believe I'm right, Century 21 is a registered trademark.
Right.
They don't have an incorporation to that degree, right?
Right.
So they ran with it and had the money to run with it, and they are the largest real estate corporation in the world. But we've been here since.
Did your father sue them, or did they sue him?
Well, they didn't sue him. They just changed their name from 21 to
22 to
Right.
21.
They kept it pushing.
Motherfuckers ain't shit.
Later, bruh.
Did your father tell me he sued them?
No, he told me he would love to. The money it would cost to sue a corporation that large would be quite the resource. But countersuing is free, so he's like, keep banging your name. And if they talk any shit, you welcome it.
But what was so interesting was the nonprofit. This is what I'm leading up to. The nonprofit that he created was a unique one and a powerful instrument.
It's a lot of people have 501c3, right? And then like a city would be a public nonprofit. So that would be a 501c3, and I believe the designation is 509A1, right? So that public aspect gives you more flexibility and more latitude in your ability to help people and to receive donations. You can trade, barter, what have you. In other words, we have the formula to group people together to where you can incorporate as a city. Like if you pull up on
So
Inglewood.
this shit has the power to build a city. That's
Exactly.
what kind of nonprofit. It's for profit and nonprofit.
No, sir, it's not for profit.
It's not?
It's not for profit.
What is it?
It's a non-profit, tax-exempt entity. Just like your church. It's a tax.
It's a church?
No, a church has limitations.
Non-profit, right?
Certain limitations, right?
Can you get money?
I can get money. Right. But see, people get for-profit and non-profit confused. You got to consider the fact that the government
So is it
is a
for-profit?
non-profit. The United States government is a non-profit corporation.
Right.
The Commonwealth of Delaware, I believe.
That's right.
Right. And so that's where, if you're talking about actual money,
Yeah.
government is what actual money is.
Right.
Right. So it's the ability of grouping people and acting in their best interest. I don't know how the government does it. The way we want to do it is to help people. The government has a federal aspect that does some fuckery. That's a
I'm
different
trying to
conversation.
understand. Can you take money in?
Yeah, you can take money. It's called a donation.
Donation.
Yeah.
Got it.
Right. Just like you're doing with the GoFundMe. That's a donation, right? A donation is
You mean-
tax exempt. Anybody's GoFundMe is a donation.
Got it.
Right. Now I don't know if GoFundMe is a charitable organization or not. It's not a .org,
Right.
you know. But
Can you be taxed?
no, you can't be taxed as long as the
There's
things that
somebody
you're
who's
receiving.
giving to you.
Yeah,
Got it.
these are gifts,
Got it. That makes
and
sense.
they're meant to go toward helping the community.
So what makes it such a unique designation, 509 and
509A1 is the difference between public and private.
It allows you to give money as a business and get receipts what you gave to this charitable organization.
Now, Poet's been stepping on my toes the whole time trying to correct me, but it's fine. Pops was able to use this unique setup
Right.
to take over parks.
Right.
Remember he took over Farnsworth?
He had a contract with Parks and Recreation for like, 10, 15 years.
And we would go in there and we would
With,
turn parks.
with all the parks in LA County. So since we was in Pasadena, and it had some of the most beautiful parks.
No,
Y'all maintain them? Y'all maintain the park?
Maintain them, use them, fundraise them.
all you gotta do is go in there and cut the shrubs, and we'll turn it into a studio. Right?
Absolutely.
That's it, or paint, or
Yeah.
whatever.
It's probably before the Parks and Recreation got up to
It
it.
was
No, it was through Parks and Recreation.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
It
a
was
contract
crazy.
through.
Remember your dad took over the building?
The Davies Building in Farnsworth.
No,
Burn down too.
let's talk about that. That's just one thing he took over.
Are you talking about on the
Hip
Royal
Hop
Parkway?
Haven. When we did a nightclub. Listen, I tell you, our fucking childhood was extraordinary. His dad saw and with this unique tax, whatever this is, non-profit, donate, I don't know, church, municipality, whatever the fuck this is. His dad took over a building. He was imposed like, man, we finna do a fucking club. I said a club? He was like, Pops then took over this building.
2-story warehouse.
He take over the building. Pops is in there remodeling the building, flying it out. We get a weekend. We done got the DJs then came through. We got, nigga, it's a club for kids.
We had Ice-T performing.
We in there rapping, man. And listen, I'm not like Reg. Reg was gifted from the beginning as a writer because his dad was an amazing writer.
Right.
So Reg is gifted as a writer. Motherfucker, Reg and his brother had a battle. This is, I'm trying to tell you, man. This is how this shit started. Reg is in the 8th grade. Your brother's what, in the 10th or something?
Yeah, 10th, 11th.
10th or 11th. And these motherfuckers is battling to see who's going to take over the mantle from their father. This is how, and whoever wins gets to be a rapper. The other nigga got to quit.
Do something else.
Reg beat his brother in the 8th grade.
He had bars too, though.
Nah, but
King had some nice ones.
Hey, all I remember is lions walk and stalk ass and tall grass. I'm insane, cracking your brain like stained glass. I said,
Wow.
in the 8th grade? I don't remember that shit. I said, in the 8th grade, my nigga? What? So clearly his brother's like, all right, you the better one. Let it rock.
He became a barber.
Dead ass.
Wow.
Yep. Legendary barber in Pasadena, King.
So
Okay.
I'm putting
Rest in
all
peace.
of this. I'm giving you guys a backstory of why I want you
It
to
comes
support
to
certain
this.
businesses. Reg has taken over what his father created. Like this is not an easy kind of. You can't just get this.
Well, no, they don't make them like they used to.
Right.
You know, they don't make them like they used to. It's a very old grandfather corporation. We are 1970, right, a year before I was born. And anybody who knows anything about grandfather corporation, certain things they can do are a little different from what you do. But the premise is the same. It's designed to, it's Century 21 Rehabilitation Service. The point is to rehabilitate, to bring us back to our previous splendor, what we're supposed to be. We always envisioned seeing our people being what we're supposed to be. And
I tell you, man,
that's the plan.
I love that dude.
Visionary.
Hey, real quick, can you put up the picture of Billboard? Do you know Joe Williams? I'm all over the city right now.
Yeah, I seen you, boy.
I'm all over the city. This is a billboard that Tavis Smiley has put together. Can you see the whole thing? Come on, man. KBLA Talk 1580.
Cornell.
Shocking behavior.
Need Quarterline Forte. Doctor.
Okay.
Need Quarterline
Doctor
Forte.
Quarterline Forte.
Yeah. And your brother Joe Williams.
Those are indeed. Right.
My uncle was like, boy, Rosetta would love to see her baby boy up there
That
with
shit,
you.
that shit got
That means you there, boy.
Yeah.
That means do we have a picture of the actual...
Congratulations, though, brother. That's some shit to
Hey,
look up
when
and
I
see.
say it's all over Los Angeles,
Right.
you will see it everywhere. Do we have I'm saying, do we have a picture of it out in the wild?
In the wild.
Yeah, I think we got one out in the wild, man.
There it is. That's what's up.
Man, out in the wild, bro. I love it. I love it, man. We out here. That's on. Where's that? That's on. That's Flossin, yeah. And over here or Los Angeles, yeah, right there. Yeah, that's right there. That's right there, man. They got us out here, man. They got us out. It's everywhere. There's one on Crenshaw, right across the street from the Crenshaw.
That was more than one. You got a couple of them out there?
Dude,
Oh, you flexing.
when I tell you they're everywhere.
And we'll get into it pretty soon.
Man, let's
So
get
far.
it. Listen, let's get it. We out here, man.
Zoe Speaks.
We out here. So, and of course, I continue to do this because our fan base is here. Our friends, our family are on this channel. Everybody hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the share button. We got one cash app today. Y'all gotta step up, man. We got 3 super chats. We have a timer on the super chat. We're trying to get 50 super chats. So everybody can grab a 5 spot if you can. Or go directly to my cash app to do the same. Moderators, if you're in the chat, can you put up my cash app as well as my super chat and urge people to support the best way they know? Please do it right now. Right now we have, man, the goal for us to get to 50 super chats is, I mean, I put it at an hour. We only have 21 minutes now. 21 minutes. Come on, you guys. Step up, show your support, show your love. Let's continue this topic. Let's continue this conversation.
So, it comes
to
this.
So I got one more thing. People have been talking about the DEI situation. But before I get to it, let me just say this. And I don't believe it. $9,418. 6,018 single-family homes. 96 multi-family dwellings. 5 mixed residential and commercial. 153 commercial. 3,146 other minor structures. Damage 1,073 total. 750 single-family home dwelling damage. 28 multi-family home dwelling damage. 2 mixed residential and commercial. 33 commercial. 260 other minor
shocking behavior.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
So, Poet, that's the stomping ground.
Stomping ground is unreal.
That's the stomping ground right there. Man, do you remember we used to walk all the blocks?
All over the fucking city.
We used to walk every.
You
Remember? Man, you remember?
I seen you do it.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck you got doing walking around this thing?
My
Up
son
and down the
used to
hill.
ask me, my son would be like, hey, how you
It
get
comes
your
to
house?
this.
Walking.
That's her how to do that. Up and down the hill.
Up and down it. You remember those girls?
Baby.
What was her name? We went, they were from Fullerton. And they came to June. And they were up late. You came with me. The girl's name was Kami. Damn, I don't remember her name. Pretty girl, Kami. And she was up in Altadena and she called me and was like, yo, I'm over at Whoopie-Whoop. And we walked over there.
We walked everywhere. We walked everywhere. And it was always uphill anywhere in Altadena.
That's why we're so good at sports.
It was always uphill.
When it comes down to the flatland, they can't compete with us because every day we're walking up and down the hill.
Every day.
Every day.
Up and down the hill. And the Canyon was there. We went in, we chilled. But it was tenuous. Because you know how it was, nigga, teenagers.
Right. I don't remember none. I remember the name. I remember her name, but that's it.
Kami, man. She
how you
lived
forget
in,
that?
like, Fullerton.
Yeah, I know.
And you remember how, man, you remember my cousin Craig. Once my cousin Craig got a car, nigga,
So, it comes to this.
we was driving everywhere.
Right. Same thing with Dave got.
Man,
Dave got money. We got in the car with him. He was
Dave.
everywhere.
my cousin was so cool, man. He would take me to far off land to discover new yonis.
New Yonis.
My cousin was wild.
This kid right here, though, he couldn't get in the car with his own. Let me tell you right quick. Let's go to the store right quick. You just turn it on. You're going to Compton. You have to remind yourself, wait, let me get my phone, nigga, because I know we're going to Compton. It's always destination Compton.
But that's like his day.
Yeah?
You going to LA?
You going to LA?
At some point, you're gonna go to LA, and that was our introduction to
Right.
LA
Yeah, 'cause-
through Dave and Watson
Right.
types.
Right.
Otherwise, we would just be in Altadena, Pasadena.
Right, see, them niggas was transplants.
Right.
You know,
Right.
he was Pasadena via Compton.
Right.
Via Compton.
Right.
Came out of Compton in the 10th grade.
I wanna shout some people out for hitting. We got 6 super chats.
So,
Come on, we trying to get to 50, and we only have 15 minutes to do it. We've got 6. Let me shout out everybody who's done it so far. Southern Sophisticant. That sounds like some shit your father would
Right.
say, right? I'm a Southern Sophisticant. What's up, Zoe and fam? Repping from Florida. Been a fan since 2015. Are you bringing mansions back? Salute. At some point, I will. Wilk Motley III. Thank you, fam. We appreciate the support big time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lloyd Hinton. We appreciate you, Lloyd. Trust me, brother. We truly do appreciate you. Thank you for supporting. Everybody hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Continue to support. And like I said, you can also hit my Cash App, which is $Zoa Netter. That's the easiest way to support. Now let's get on to what's happening, because a lot of black people are afraid right now. Donald Trump is in office, and what was assumed
Ruby Rubin.
was
Whatever the fuck.
Donald Trump.
Oh, I've been muted this whole fucking time. Damn.
Supporting bread. Get your bread. That's how a lot of black
a lot of
folks-
people were saying that.
A lot of black folks
comes
like,
to this.
shit, we gonna fuck around and all out. We finna do what we finna do about it.
Hey, we ain't got no choice.
Make sure that the bread is right.
For the wife.
Why?
So let's just get real. Let's just get real. Donald Trump is running for president for the second time, for his second term.
Shocking behavior.
You don't like that, do you? Oh, shit. Bitch.
But what we're now starting to see is that a lot of his early initiatives are mirroring some of the initiatives of Trump. So you're hearing, ain't no Black History.
Come on, man.
You're raising the Black History flag.
We black history every day.
So what I want people, and the reason I'm trying to set this up is because there's always this sense
You want to
of
blame?
Okay, so that shit hurt. It gotta be. Shut up, bitch.
administration. We call it administration, where they call other people's shit regime.
Regime.
But it's fine.
Fuck.
It doesn't matter. Okay.
Oh, hey, hit the hill.
Longer, I appreciate that. We're at 7. We got 7 of 50. If we were playing in a game, that would be a terrible percentage.
Keep dashing
7
out
of
my
50.
man. Fuck.
Who shot like that? I don't know. But please.
That
continue
motherfucker
to
was
hit that
doing
shit.
dirt.
Why you gonna shit on
No,
Kobe?
no, what you're not gonna do is
The
shit
hell?
on Kobe Bean Bryant.
Hold up.
That's not gonna
Don't
happen.
do that.
Come on, man.
Get
Hey,
a
did
rope.
Trump come to Altadena?
Last year, yesterday was the motherfucking anniversary of his death. No,
Right.
we not.
You
What
can
we
hear
not doing is shitting on Kobe Bean Bryant, sir. You never seen him go 7 of 50. You've never seen that. The lies. You will not besmirch the good name.
Get a rope.
Yeah, you don't went too far. God damn. Let me get back on what I was saying.
Hey, did Trump go to Altadena?
He went to Palisades.
Right. The fuck?
Now Kamala went to Altadena.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Let's look it up. Let's see. Did Donald Trump go to? Let's see. Let's ask Siri. Did Donald Trump visit the burn areas of the Eaton fire in Altadena, California? Trump's LA visit steers clear of Altadena,
Right.
Pasadena devastation. According to our local newspaper, the Pasadena Star News.
Okay. Give it a
He didn't come over there.
Ruby Rubin.
That's fucked up.
So, you know, I've been
comes
talking
to
shit,
this.
and motherfuckers are still lethargic and lazy and apathetic about it. I've been saying, because they want to give you a vote for it.
No.
It's all fucking deal.
Fuck.
It's a performance. It's a show.
Magic
They're
show.
going to act a certain way just to get your fucking vote. I've been trying to tell you this. I said, the power is in us.
Always
But
been.
we're only moved by what entertains us,
Shocking behavior.
right? Hey, you know,
Ah,
those
shit.
shows are funny. Sometimes it's not meant to be.
Get off me.
You know what, Joe, I got a good idea for you. Why don't you bring on some comedians and have some more people on so we can hear some different shit so we can be entertained? I'm not here to get you through your monotonous day. I'm here to drop a piece of
shit.
jewelry on you that's supposed to inspire you to see something different.
Right.
So when we're looking at what's happening and
Fuck.
all these fears, because now people are starting to work. You see the Democrats coming out saying, "We told you what kind of dude he was. We told you what he was going to do." All I'm saying is, it's not even him. They got an agenda.
It's the system, right?
So now you're hearing it, all the conspiracy theories around the fires. Well, the Olympics are coming in 2028.
Smart cities.
We need smart cities. We need this. We need to get the historically black community of Altadena up out of there so we can create a smart city. Listen, my uncle, who lost his home in Lavinia, is a Pasadena police officer and a civil engineer. That motherfucker told me years ago. We finna regentrify this whole shit.
Everything.
He said we're gonna start with northwest Altadena, and then we're gonna work our way down.
How you gonna do that?
Doctor, what
And
happened?
if you notice,
It comes
no,
to
and if
this.
you notice, no, they just the first part was price niggas out the game.
Right.
That didn't work.
So the first, yes, it did.
It showed a lot of niggas got
Pasadena
out
was
the game.
Well, if
Pasadena
you
was
could come back,
47% black.
if you left, you
7%
could come
black.
back.
7. That got, come on.
Ah.
So all I'm saying is get motherfuckers up out of here. That's what people talk about. But what I've been saying,
Shocking behavior.
the only way black people are going to survive anything is if there's some type of unity.
That's what I keep telling
It's
them.
not. It's an old ass motherfucking narrative. Who been saying it? Elijah Muhammad, Farrakhan, Malcolm X, MLK. Everybody got the same mode of operandi, which is let's come together. Let's work together. Let's do business together.
I gotta get this bitch out of here.
But not if their scheme works. That is
Right.
fueled
Right.
by jealous and
Get
envious
this bitch out of here.
you motherfucker. Now, let me just say, it's not their fault that our people are psychologically wounded at this. It's not our fault.
Ah.
It is our responsibility to heal from that shit so we can work together. We don't even recognize. Listen, people mad at Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is as traumatized as the rest of us. And guess what? This is why we never move ahead. Because
Oh, I got caught.
from a singular motivation, nigga, I could do business and give whoop, whap, whap, whoop,
Right.
and I'll be strong.
Mm-hmm.
but there's no unity in the community enough to say, you know what, my integrity, my community, my people,
Ain't worth it.
culture, what we believe in as a unit
Mm.
matters more than my individual success.
Mm.
So when I see what Snoop did, I just go, it makes sense.
Dollars and cents.
If a motherfucker pull you to the side with a deal, usually the nigga take it.
With 2 kids, you need to watch this. For Mockingbird families with 2 little ones, you'll need the single to double stroller and the second seat kit to stroll with 2 at a time. The second seat kit comes with 2 sets of adapters.
I ain't got no
Upper
kids,
adapter?
bitch.
Literally selling out. Niggas is wholesale soul selling, right?
And I saw Snoop's response.
Like, I'm sorry I sold out.
No, he didn't really say that. He was just like, mind your business, and you know.
I got mine. Take care of yours.
But it's all business. and Snoop is a byproduct, just like I'm a byproduct. We all
byproducts.
of a toxic society. And when the deal is sweet enough,
You gonna go?
the motherfuckers running around talking about they real and they the realest of the real. You live in a fake society. Fake how?
So,
The truth ain't real. Information's not real. Nothing's real. How you real?
check this out. All right. I believe it was 1950s, right? Everybody knows Ebony Jet magazine, right?
Right. We got 5 minutes left. Can I get a push on the support? We got 8 of 50. We have to start it over? We've got 8 of 50. Can we at least get to 15?
Does Wayne Brady have to?
All right. Can we
That's how the nigga
get
talk.
at least 15 to support? Can we do that?
You need to drop some jewels, though.
No. Okay. We know
We
Ebony
had
and
11 niggas in here. We should
So,
have been able to
it comes to this.
Ebony and Jet magazine. Everybody's house had one of those. For some reason, Johnson had a stranglehold on black media at that time. Right? So I took a little looking into it. You've heard of that movie? Out of 70.
Ah!
You've heard of that?
Yes.
Okay. Now this was marketed directly to the industry. Not something
Shocking
you catch at the box
behavior.
office, right? Because at the time, and correct me if I'm wrong, black folks had $15 billion in basically disposable income, right? Because they couldn't really play the stock market, so they couldn't lose because they were being frozen out of all the white people.
I got something for you, bitch. As soon as you open up, I'm on your ass.
Infrastructure, millions of acres of land, right? And all of this money
Oh, shit.
that
Come
these
here.
people wanted, so they needed a way into the Negro market.
Pocketbook.
So they got in. Fast forward to today, we don't have any of that land. We don't have any of that
Fuck.
unity. We don't have a two-fold family. But what we do have is, I believe it's $1.8 trillion annually.
I'm on your ass, bitch. Come here. Oh, I ain't got it.
Product.
And bullshit.
Don't consume
She blew me into the fire.
We're talking about with unity. If we could collectivize enough to, and I wrote a
did.
song about it and played it on your station a while ago. Boycott Christmas. You know what I'm saying? If we could collectivize enough to
Santa means more to us than another
it. Too
nigga.
Hollywood for
You
all
know,
that.
You see that?
that's a nigga's
Fuck.
crime.
That's what I'm
Why you
saying.
still up?
But think about how much power that is when you're talking about the money
that.
that could shut down a country, right? That you spend, you don't even truly earn because you don't have no wealth. You make this money from some
Motherfucker,
other
ah!
nigga, and you fuck it off on a regular. But if you
Why are y'all still on your feet?
At your door,
Somebody said Trump pardoned Harry O, Snoop owed him. And that's cool. Like,
Nigga.
okay. And if that's the case, then why don't we show solidarity to Snoop for looking out for another nigga?
Fuck.
There it is.
look how that hand changed.
So, see what I'm saying?
Right.
If you
G's
gonna
up.
say Snoop did that because Trump pardoned Harry O,
Right.
right? Then acknowledge the fact that Snoop did something
Fuck.
solid that
Right.
made him look weak, which is actually strong.
Right.
To
Give
help
me
his
that.
brother out.
Pick it
That
up.
actually happened.
Rapes, but
Ah.
he saves.
He raped.
It's tied together.
Damn.
Grand scheme of things, it's all tied together.
Fuck.
He rapes, but he saves.
And when I was,
Fuck. I broke him out.
That's a good question.
Get everything.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
I just bust him out early, get this shit
Oldest
cracking.
sex
Fuck
in
it.
the game is this DEI. DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Fuck you. Ah!
The powers that be. I've been saying this for the longest. I've been saying this way back 2013.
Fuck.
I said,
Come here.
diversity is the devil. Why? Why? Because it keeps the people that are in power.
Be you
in
big
power.
fucker.
What do? Select and handpick a nigga here, a nigga there, a nigga. Oh, as long as we meet our.
Fucking turn this shit out.
So guess what? The nigga I picked
Pick it up.
not from Compton, not from Altadena, not from Pasadena, not from Missouri.
Where you at?
And then, you know who I'm gonna pick? I'm gonna pick somebody from Cuba.
Right.
I'm gonna pick somebody from the DR. So long as
That's why we need delineation.
Color quotient.
Right. Nigeria.
Nigeria, all that. India.
You back in now?
5
Ah!
people of color.
Fuck.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, again,
I'm just gonna
what
keep
you
sending
do
them.
is you create this infrastructure to siphon in
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
a limited amount of participation from those that have been subjugated by the system.
Right.
So
Fuck
you
outta
get
here.
A little sprinkling of that in there, you get to
Evil
say,
is sweet
okay,
in the
we're
beginning.
diversified.
Right.
Bitter in
We
the
have
end.
diversity. So I've been telling people for a long time, that's a bad
On your feet.
word. So DEI or Trump gets rid of DEI.
Ah!
Okay? You know how much shit we've been through in this goddamn country? But we still hold on to the conditioning that has been beat and literally beat into
So he
our
knocked him out
DNA
balance.
to mistrust each other, to not work with each other.
Right.
This man got a GoFundMe page. This man has a nonprofit organization
Fuck.
I believe to be one of the most unique in the country.
Get them.
You know, why not
Walking through the fire.
Why not partner
What
with
kind of
the
hellscape y'all
nonprofits
got
that
me
I've
on?
been partnering with this whole time since the fire has been happening? I'm not saying that black people aren't pouring out and doing things, but I'm saying we could do more if we prioritize.
All right, Al Sharpton. What the
unity.
fuck you on, nigga? I don't know why these niggas cutting each other off at the legs. What's going on?
As we get to this, make sure that you take notes, make sure that you share this, and also if you want to talk about it, make sure that you call in. I know a lot of you are at work. I'm coming to you with a pop-up show here, and I have people all across the country in the chat. Please do say where you are from and where you represent your city, represent your state, so people know. Shout out, and I am Los Angeles, California. So we go back and you have a history of boycotts where you don't buy products. Montgomery's Bus boycott comes to an end. Long-standing boycott, lasting weeks, if not months, if not a year.
It comes to this.
A plan. And you see a bastardization of that, in my view, by Al Sharpton using a concept of a buy-in to show support. All while there was a major labor dispute, all while the board is a white folk, the Costco, the album is the
Well, bust your shit, nigga. Come here. All right. A little too cocky.
Central Florida, we all across the country. This discussion. This. Reverend Al
This
Sharpton
fucking
leads
bounce is
Costco
ridiculous.
boycott in support of the company's controversial
I'm
DEI
dead.
commitment. So, context, struck down by support DEI under attack by the Trump administration.
Y'all expect me to do and all to miss all this shit.
Has really been beneficial to white women and other minorities, much more than Adolf's people, particularly Adolf's black males that have suffered under it. But I don't want to get into the nitty and the gritty about DEI as much as I want to talk about Sharpton today and how inappropriate it is, how he
I want the DEI.
himself. It's your civil rights to uplift his own salary.
I guess he might be already drawing it up. We gotta get the facts. Come here, bitch.
Reverend Al Sharpton, about 100 of his followers, descended on East Harlem Costco Saturday in support of the company's commitment to controversial diversity, equity, and inclusion practices. We're supporting those who are not rolling back DEI. Patrice Perry, Vice Director of Sharpton. supposed to
Shocking
vote.
behavior.
It's very important to be here. I bet it is. We need to look at these black civil or
Fuck.
civil rights laws and ask the question:
Fuck.
are they getting kickbacks from companies in
Damn.
the context of DEI that only
I hate
benefit
this shit.
people?
Okay.
Both in terms of salary.
I kind of want to restart. I don't even feel right. Don't kill me, bro.
No reason that during a
Damn.
national labor protest, labor fight, no reason with a Costco that has a board that is almost white and got one black investment banker on it. Something should be out here in his long trench coat. This is the Costco board of directors.
You got pictures?
This is the board. They got one black guy in the corner. He kind of red brown, and they got him in the corner. He's really an investment banker guy to make this board look diverse in my view. Reality, he on Motorola board. He on like 4 of these. The real board, in my view, is these white men and white women. We fighting for DEI, and we don't even know that this is the Costco board of directors.
So,
we gonna
it
come
comes
out
to
and
this.
act like Costco is the new coming black wealth. All across the country, shout out to you. We have a building session today. We're not going to be here too long. If you don't believe me on there being a massive labor dispute, they are picketing Costco. I'm not just talking about negotiating.
Shocking
Union
behavior.
drivers picket Costco shareholder meeting. Better pay and benefits 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Now this isn't just black folk. This is black folk and white folk. This is working class folk. And you see an inability for us to understand that this man is a problem.
You want it flame grilled, eh?
He's been a problem.
Fuck.
Part of the reason that makes him a problem is that he doesn't have any product. His product is to misrepresent the reality of black civil rights.
Fuck.
Yeah, I agree. How did Sharpton not know this? Or maybe,
No, motherfucker, no.
Or maybe this is covered. I don't know. I just know he took 100 people down there in a country of hundreds of millions and got news coverage. But we have to remember the same Sharpton that now is trying to stand, quote unquote, against DEI.
Pick it up.
Trump is the same Sharpton
Damn.
that was Trump's friend for decades. He's a recent one. We got old ones, new ones.
Should I use it?
Trump. Protest today, but you get me with Trump. Before we get to the overarching truth of black civil rights, let alone the history of Al Sharpton and context of that, it's made any sense. Getting $20 gift cards from
Evil is sweet in the
people,
beginning,
whatever,
but bitter
is
in
not
the end.
a violence. It is an unplanned, grandstanding,
Fuck
staged
it.
event.
Fuck it.
It's so odd when people like the Reverend Al Sharpton
I need you to die.
people to grandstand in this country with hundreds of millions of people. We do not live in a town.
Where'd he go?
We don't even live in a state. We live
Ah!
in the wealthiest country in the history of the world, and also, or one of, and also with hundreds of millions of people. And he got 100 people together that came there for their gift card. In addition, look for yourself at the consumer durable category from the Federal Reserve.
Earth
So when
paid
I
my
say
dues.
that, what am I talking about? The
Time to get the
survey
holy
of
fuck
consumer
out here.
finances by the Federal Reserve is released.
Oh my God. What are y'all doing?
Everyone else have shown it to you
Keisha.
regularly. And it gives us
Damn
a
it.
view into how ignorant
hero's
it
job
is
is
to
never
believe that unless you are planned and concentrated, these
Tisha's a
buying
survivor.
attacks
Should have
will
made
make
her way
sense
back
for
to the
buying
chopper.
for boycotts.
This motherfucker right here, the shit. What? I done killed the boss.
So, look at the consumer durable category, because that's where the buying
Get out of my fucking
TVs
way.
and watches and shoes is held. What we see is that black folks don't really buy nothing. We buy soap and we buy some rags and we buy some... Look at it for yourself. If you add up all the black categories together, it's about $5-6 trillion.
Excuse
White
me.
folks
Coming
just in
through.
consumer durables are $6 trillion. That's goes customers by white America. So you have a reality of, in addition, look for yourself at the consumer durable category with the Federal Reserve. White America has nearly as much
Okay,
as all
back
black
to the
wealth
chopper.
combined just in consumer durables with $6 trillion. Wow.
Fuck it. Motherfuckers breathing in my motherfucking ear.
So you've made it, girl.
What is this nonsense? People like Al Sharpton really have no idea what they are
Don't
talking
flatter
about and
yourself.
doing. This is a giant grand stuff.
Get out of here, bitch.
You know that I'll zoom in so you can see it.
Now to
According
get
to
everyone the
2024,
fuck out of here.
black Americans had $590 billion. All the black Americans had $590 billion in consumer durables. White America had $6 trillion.
Right.
Give
He
people
back on
context,
that.
there's
Yeah.
20 million
It's
black
crazy.
homes, and there's about 80 million white. That's a 1-to-4
Teenager?
ratio.
Goofy jacket.
590 billion is not 1-to-4 with $6 trillion in consumer durables.
The doctor?
And I'm not even dealing with stocks and pension and private business. I'm just telling you, we are not their market.
Goodbye.
We are the add-on to the add-on. So what he's doing, taking his little gift card down there, is taking photos and signaling, hey, Costco, I can service.
A one-shot cure. He meant it for me, but maybe he didn't. Maybe I don't need it.
Nearly 1 million in bonuses from the National
Saving.
Action Network.
Not his
Nonprofit.
head, you idiot.
Reverend Al
Why
Sharpton
not?
has
Thought his
given
head was the
himself
problem.
hefty bonuses over the years as the founder and CEO of his nonprofit group, National Action Network, in addition to his gig as MSNBC.
My nigga.
According to a review of non-tax records, Sharpton began making bonus and incentive compensation listings in 2014 and repeatedly do so every 2 to 3 years after. In 2014, Sharpton gave himself $64,000. In 2016, he sold $437,000, which was more than $250,000 base compensation he listed that year. In 2018, he listed $159,000 as a bonus to his $325,000 base compensation. Notably, he listed another $563,000 under
The only hope.
affordable compensation.
I have to find her.
He done gave himself $1 million or more
Mm.
Save the world. I
from this
prefer your
National
jacket.
Action Network.
Nah.
He's running around
He for real?
Costco signaling, I the one.
Thank you.
I'll cover up everything.
We won't waste this.
While Costco has a labor dispute
luck.
that needs to be covered. Okay. I got you. Akshay. Remember the MSNBC show that he got came as a direct result
Oh, nigga, hell no.
a national call for Comcast to include black folks real ownership. And it led to Diddy getting that channel revoked that really wasn't a full channel. We can talk about that in another show. It was and Magic getting the same thing and him getting this show, and then we finished. Black people don't own nothing. African American leadership, organizations, and Comcast, NBC Universal announced a memorandum of understanding shortly after Comcast announced its intention to acquire 51% of NBC Universal. This is back in 2010. Our chairman, Brian Roberts, and EVP, David Cohen, received a letter from the National Action Network founder and President Reverend Al Sharpton, Mark Morial from the Urban League, and Ben Jealous requested a meeting to discuss Comcast's continued commitment to diversity. Comcast has had a long and mutually respectful relation with these organizations and their leadership, and led to Al Sharpton show. No black ownership, no real black ownership. Go type in Diddy and Hollywood Reporter, and he had a whole number. He didn't have ownership. He had like ownership of nothing. Because they didn't give him certain markets or certain guarantees. But we are not here today to trumpet around Diddy as much as to deal with Sharpton grandstanding with this boycott of Costco.
That's
to
how
make
we
sure
ended
that
it.
you guys understand what he did today. Former James Brown dancer, tour manager guy. No, Q
Mm-mm-mm.
Wallace. I'm just trying to get to it. I'm getting to it between work. I got court to go to at 2 o'clock. Al Sharpton is a fraud by Vice back in 2014. The citizens of Ferguson, Missouri deserve better than Al Sharpton, a world-class scumbag with criminally under-acknowledged ties via the FBI, Rudy Giuliani, Nixon administration, shysters, corrupt business tycoons, and endless other seedy characters.
Damn, Vice writing like that?
Right there.
We
Again, Al Sharpton has a long-standing friendship with President Trump, and today he's trying to act like he didn't play a central role in branding him with the black folk. Can we talk? But we gonna give out $20 gift cards and take pictures and do a buy-in. Come on. Sharpton's tardiness in denouncing police militarization is perhaps partly explainable by the fact that, per his own reckoning, he literally operates as a proxy for the feds, namely the Obama administration. Again, this is a Vice Sports article I'm reading. I did not write this. It's written by Vice back in 2014. CBS's 60 Minutes reported on this posture as such. He decided not to criticize the president about anything, even black unemployment. That's twice the national rate. Well, that's because he had that show. See, I want to say it again.
This
I'm
is
tying it
2014.
together. He got this show in 2010 to basically uplift Obama not doing nothing for black folks, in my view. And as a result, we ended up with a muted voice to make Obama get rid of them gig jobs. Hold on 1 second.
They brought him in to protect Obama. Because he didn't want to do nothing. So it looked like we had the ball. We just didn't do shit with the ball. That's what I hear. This nigga got up and walked out. He ain't running to his crib, did he? I just had to find the right weapon on that ass. Shit.
I'm coming back right now. I'm just gonna try to film through this. Guys, start cutting grass.
It's all good, man. Run
So
this shit. Ain't
coming
nobody
back
tripping.
to it, my apologies. Hold on 1 second. Let me get back to it. He decided not to criticize the president about anything, even black unemployment. That's twice the national rate. His own MSNBC show, Sharpton. Can you guys hear that in the background? Because if so, I'm just gonna wait.
Nah, boy,
He
you
said 10
good.
to 15 minutes. Can you hear the gardener in the background? Let me know in the chat. We're having this discussion today about Sharpton. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me let him go past with this damn blower. They really should illegal make that shit illegal. Okay, sweep
What?
that shit up.
Why?
Okay, just hold on. Let's just wait. Let's just wait a second. Let this clear out because I want to do a good show.
You good? You good?
He said 10 minutes. My question is, why is Sharpton meddling, installing our politics? Yes, hear him.
For
Because
that
you can
money.
get paid doing it, James.
Hey, for that money.
You can get paid a lot of money
To
and
handicap
not
black
have no
folks.
job. This man is not highly educated. He's getting paid. Let's be clear. Al Sharpton is getting paid like the highest paid black person in America. I don't know, because we use the word millions a lot and because we play around with that concept, what ends up happening is that you guys don't know, and I've shown the BLS data before, that only like 0.3% of black folks make more than like $400,000. So he's getting paid. This man that is low educated, don't know nothing, that's a former dancer, that's 70 years old, his product is to undersell black politics. So you got to ask yourself why it's okay. I'm doing my part with the show. You let this man go past. Who pays? Sweet Tea asks. Well, these companies pay. So what happens is that the company will turn around and maybe donate as a result of his signaling 100,000, 200,000 to National Action Network. Now, in no way do I know that Costco has agreed to do that. But this is a signal that, hey, Costco, I'll take 200,000. Now, we don't ask what happened to the 200,000. So when the $200,000 comes in, his little group, they got a bunch of PO boxes, little National Action Network. It's no accountability that all that money should be used for community projects. Some way he gets huge amounts of money and y'all don't say nothing. You can go look up the National Action Network and then do the salary he receives versus the income that they receive and compare it to another nonprofit which receives hundreds of millions of dollars and he's getting as much as their CEO. I'm not here to say all the money go to his salary. That's the only way the salary can be paid. Any other questions in the chat? I'll answer them straight up while I'm waiting for this thing to clear and finish the show. Give me any questions that you have about this thing, because maybe you don't understand what's going on. I want to make sure that I get what you have going on in here. Somebody said I can't even stand the sound of. Wasn't Al Sharpton charged with grand larceny? As I understand, he was charged with some kind of fraud involving donations or something of the sort, but he was acquitted by a jury, and that's back in the 90s, I believe, when I looked it up. So, how do you think he can be stopped? I don't. The fact that this is getting covered, understand what I'm gonna read it to you in a second. All he did was woke up this morning, rolled over, said, I'm gonna have 100 people at the Costco, and I'm gonna give them each a gift card to buy in. He didn't organize nothing. You have to ask yourself, what is he tied to in the distribution cycle where that's become national news? It's not national.
Right.
It's not even local news. The fact that a man gave somebody 50 gift cards and then just bought stuff around the store. You have to understand, and I'll talk to you in a second, the Montgomery bus boycott was a massive boycott, structurally organized to cut down the fee of an entire company, lasting, I believe, almost a year. That's supposed to be in the news. This is, I don't even know what it is. It's junk. This here is junk. Showing how he and Mark Morial chosen by Comcast. Well, Morial's the head of the Urban League, and then Al Sharpton is the head of this little National Action Network, and they just rose their hand. So, like, we don't have black orgs anymore, in my view. We just have stand-bys. And so you guys want full families, but you didn't do the politics to pay for it. You don't. When I say that the middle black family in LA has $200 liquid, and it's like 25 in Atlanta, and it's like 8 in Boston, y'all should be a lot more, livid and up about your social condition. So what happens is he's not only not, they give him peanuts, man, and they basically then take pictures. 403-883-3499 to hear from you. I'm gonna get back on with the show in a second. I want to let this gardener go by with his loud leaf blower before I get going again.
That's disrespectful.
Right, let me try to get back with this show. So it was revealed in April. Okay, since acquiring his own MSNBC show, Sharpton, a former FBI informant, it was revealed in April, has regularly blown onto highly charged controversies, such as the killing of Trayvon Martin, by presenting himself as a sort of de facto emissary between the White House and the community he purports to represent. Sharpton postures as a fearless critic of state violence.
I'm gonna look this shit up too.
Hold on, I want to make sure I get the show. Let me see how much longer he got.
Vice News, Al Sharpton is a huge fraud. When was this shit published? 2014. Vice News been on Sharpton head since 2014. Let me look up this boycott. Shit, hold on. Reverend Al Sharpton boycott.
Okay, we're gonna get through this show. I just want to make sure that I don't have that in the background in the final version. Somebody say, can hear it? Question mark. Boycott, that's disrespectful.
I'm pulling it up right now, bro.
I know you're saying you can't hear it, but I think in the final version, some of that is going to show up. So I'm going to cut this section out. Don't worry about it. But I'm going to leave it up so the chat is here. Anybody else have any questions here about? Okay, let me see if I can continue. Since acquiring his own MSNBC show, Sharpton, a former FBI informant, it was revealed in April, has regularly blown highly charged controversies by presenting himself as a sort of de facto emissary between the White House and the community he purports to represent. Sharpton postures as a fearless critic of state violence, but one can't simultaneously be an honest broker about what's going on in Ferguson. Government at Obama's direction is complicit in extreme terror, escalation, and civil liberties infringements, while simultaneously affirming that the chief executive of the federal government ought to be off limits for scrutiny. Sharpton has a long and well-documented history of leveraging his civil rights profile for his own benefit. Journalist Wayne Barrett, who chronicled his travails for 37 years at the Village Voice, wrote on the sordid occasion of Sharpton's 2011 ascension to the 6 p.m. MSNBC time slot. So he gets the time slot 2011, a year after the Comcast understanding, or within the year. Al Sharpton was a tour manager for James Brown from 1973 to 1980. Sharpton became close friends with Brown and considered him a mentor and godfather. Okay. Qualifications. Political leadership is the background dancer and tour manager for James Brown.
Reverend Al Sharpton hands out gift cards.
Purports to be a black activist that actually is doing this boycott during a national union protest. This is Al Sharpton. We giggling in the background. 310-388-3499.
Unserious.
If you want to speak. I know a lot of you guys are at church. But we have to remember Costco, as reporters also found prison labor in the supply chains of giants like McDonald's, Walmart, and Costco. Takeaways from the AP's investigation into how U.S. prison labor supports many popular food brands. Costco. Shout out to Dap for finding that. And you have Al Sharpton using the image of civil rights that has a lot of questions around civil rights. But to understand a boycott or a buy-in, which is the other side of that, buying in means I'm going to buy products to show support. Boycott means I'm going to stop supporting by not buying products. You have to go back to the Montgomery bus boycott. The Montgomery bus boycott succeeded due to sustained efforts, economic impact, widespread support, and the Supreme Court's ruling against segregation. So you have law surrounding this, you have planning surrounding this, you have real movement surrounding this. You don't have one black man that is a dancer teaching this while he gets $1 million salary. You can make the larger argument that DEI itself has been a failure for black folk, particularly ADOS black folk, particularly ADOS black men. It has been greatly beneficial to white women. No one else. It's allowed white families to put the company in the name of the white woman and then just run it the same. Number of reasons. Listen, this is the reasons behind the Montgomery bus boycott. The Montgomery bus boycott was successful. First of all, it was a well-planned and persistent campaign that lasted 381 days. Sharpton's going to be on to something else tomorrow. Because African-American passengers accounted for a sizable portion of the bus company's revenue, the campaign put tremendous financial pressures on them. Costco don't need your $20 gift cards, Al Sharpton. You have to mobilize these white folks that have $6 trillion of consumer durables, or you playing around. And that's all this is, in my argument. All this is here is him playing around in your face.
Right, unserious. I was just saying that. He an unserious person.
So, using the imagery in your mind of what a boycott is, in the context of calling it a boycott, but in reality, it's nothing more than him grandstanding to take pictures. A real boycott. We did a boycott, okay? And the reason it worked is because it lasted a week, 3 weeks, several weeks. But in addition, the reason it worked, it had a succinct message. And that succinct message is we don't want to see no movie about an African that beheaded people reframed as she's a superhero. How about it? Had Viola running. I told y'all we was going to do it from this couch, and what you said, I said, time to boycott The Woman King. The film is about the Dahomey and Benin that traded us into the transatlantic slave trade. Well, people will say, how did you change things? Well, I sat on this couch, and there was no boycott. And I said, all of y'all going to boycott. And then what happened? We boycotted. And then I had we were taking pictures of movie theaters that were empty. You never seen that in America. We were telling other black folks that the truth is that the Africans that they're trying to make superheroes traded us into slavery. You never seen that in America. We were telling the truth to the point where you actually had the major magazines have to say, what? Here's why some of the black community is driving Boycott Woman King on social media. My exact quote, time to boycott Woman King, the movie about the Dahomey and Benin that traded slaves into the transatlantic. This may be the most offensive film to black Americans in 40 to 50 years. And from that, market was black folk. It was some white folk around. It was some other people. But the market had to be black folk. We were able to change the direction of that revenue stream. We did that right here. kicked it off. Now, you're not going to be able to do it just with us. 1,000, 100,000, you're going to have to trigger, and that's what we did. We triggered other black folk to say, let me watch this clip that Antonio done posted from the History Channel that shows the truth that they was beheading black folks. Movie is made by this white woman. What I'm saying to you is Al Sharpton had no plan. He created a stunt, and that stunt was to enrich him, in my view. It was not to enrich anyone else, and it's in the context of a timing where it never should have happened because there's a national labor dispute going on. This to you so you get a better understanding of what I'm saying. So I'm saying things.
Understood.
Al Sharpton's DEI stunt backfired spectacularly after liberal icon marches in support of Costco. The controversial civil rights activist led 100 members of his national action network through the Harlem Costco to spend their money in show of gratitude for the decision, leading a buy-in with 100-plus national action network at the Costco in Harlem to show support for the company's strong commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. All right, we're going to do that during a labor dispute. Sharpton revealed in a speech outside the store that he bought a $125 gift voucher for each buy-in participant to spend inside. We're going to shopping at Costco because they stood with us. People that stand with us, we will stand with them. But the move has been sharply criticized online due to Sharpton's divisive reputation. As a lifelong customer, when Reverend Al Sharpton is using you as a Liberal Party tool, I'm done with you. Sharpton is the kiss of death, another added. Others said they would now boycott the retailer, such as the infamous boycott of Bud Light, partnership with trans influencer Costco aligned itself with Sharpton. It's unclear if Costco had any knowledge of Sharpton's plans. I wonder how much they love Al Sharpton now that they're getting Bud Lighted. So Sharpton gave out 100 gift cards and then went in there and bought some chicken strips and potato chips. You're gonna ask what the ingredients were in these items, what kind of healthy items or not healthy items they selling up in there. We just gonna give $25 each and buy all the little packaged dry foods we can get. But this happens in the context of something that many of you don't know that's going on that deserves to be given some light. Costco is undermining contract negotiations by refusing to meet for scheduled bargaining sessions, cutting talks from 5 days a week to just 3. This decision comes just 1 day after the company refused to accept roughly 98% of the Teamsters' proposals. Our members show up to work every single day, but Costco's greedy, lazy corporate executives can't be bothered to show up for negotiations. The National Negotiating Committee is at the table and ready to bargain. Costco's delays show blatant contempt for workers and a disregard for a fair process. On the same day, Costco CEO Ron Vacheris told investors during the company's quarterly earnings call that negotiation would be fair and timely. Okay. Costco refused to bargain in good faith with Teamsters, December 13, 2024. Article that came out only January 27th. Teamsters who are preparing to strike Costco took their case for higher wages, which reflect their increased productivity and the warehouse's increased profits to the company's annual shareholder meeting on January 24th. Costco turned a deaf ear to the rally outside its headquarters in Washington. Some 18,000 Costco workers in 5 states. Where do you think the black folks? Because it's 9% of their workers are black folks. Black folks are underrepresented, and I'm gonna make sure you know that part. According to diverse IQ data, approximately 9% of Costco workers identify as Black Americans. So we are underrepresented as workers despite their DI efforts overall. But where do you think we working? We working in the warehouse. Working in the warehouse. Don't work for Costco. Don't work for Costco. So take him out. He's just there for color, in my view. People. But this is all white folk on the board of directors. In the warehouse. Let me get through this. Let me do it. We are in the warehouse.
Where
So
the union is needed.
he out there stomping for a company.
That's stomping on us.
Now is in a dispute, labor, and not wanting to pay these workers. Feeling just like the memorandum of understanding, in my view. I'd be the one. I'll be the one. I know y'all in a dispute and y'all got an issue going on. Maybe I can help with that. Some 18,000 Costco warehouse workers in 5 states, New York, New Jersey, and on the Pacific Coast will strike after their current contract ends on January 31st unless they reach an acceptable new pact. The Teamster announced the strike authorization passed with 85% of the vote on January 22nd. Key issues in the bargaining, which has gone nowhere since it began in November, are better wages, paid family leave, and sick time, and curbs on company surveillance of workers who are members of the 9 Teamsters locals at 56 warehouse stores. That pact, which began in 2022, has the first base pay of $17.50 hourly for service assistants, $19 an hour for meat cutters, and $21.50 for truck drivers. Fight flaws in current contract. The current contract caps paid family leave and sick time and rolls them together with state benefits and workers' comp. It also orders pregnant women workers to bring in a doctor's note when seeking pregnancy leave. Costco Teamsters deserve an industry-leading contract that reflects the company's massive profits. If Costco thinks they can exploit our members while raking in buildings, we'll shut them down. So this dispute is going on at the same time that this man is outside of Costco. Yeah. While that dispute goes on, he is framing himself in the image of the Montgomery bus boycott. Boycott. You guys are at work and it's okay. We just do a lesson. We don't have to do callers. But inside of this lesson, the necessity to understand who you listening to, why you listening to them, whether they can be leadership, how and what they do for themselves with the things you give them. Because you gave him the money for the National Action Network. He turned around, paid himself $1 million in bonuses. For what? To me, time to wake up. Gotcha. It's time to look at these folks and realize their history and legacy with undermining black politics rather than uplifting. Time for you guys to get louder for your own kids and families to survive. I just wanted to come to you and have this discussion because I don't understand what went on this morning. I do understand that all of it is nonsense. We don't need 100 people with $25 gift cards to get no high fructose corn syrup. We don't need a buy-in for a Costco that they bought into black folk. What we need is for this man to get on out of here. And what we need is for us to understand, for that to happen, you're going to have to stand up. Tone Talks, please go to tonetalks.net, subscribe, donate, and share. I want to have this discussion. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I know it's midday on a Monday, but sometimes the news comes to you like the news. We out.
Damn, man. I'm pretty sure this shit done by now. Let's see. Probably been at the main menu this whole time. Probably missed a little video in the end. You have completed the story quest, but there's still plenty to do around LA. Keep an eye out for side quest content. I will not. I will the fuck not be. Be deleting this shit. I still got Sonic to beat. see what it is. That's it. That's another one. Gone. I know what time it is. Sing it the lullaby goodbye song. All right, man, that's it. That's Dead Island. It's done. It's a wrap. I'm moving on. Delete. Repeat. Nah, I'm just talking shit. Probably be back with something else here in a minute. I'm out this motherfucker though.